Hey guys, Grand Rising. Just a quick break. Uh, I'm working actually, but I got like a 30 minutes break now. Guys, I came here to make a video. This is the place where I do feel at home. And I wanted to talk about religion, guys. And I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was thinking about how it's gonna offend a lot of people here, but you already know what I told you last time. Unsubscribe, you know. Yeah, YouTube doesn't pay me, I don't depend on approval of people. I'm here to speak truth, and I know that I'm not going to be able to be friends with everybody, so I gave up on that a long time ago. I'm not a fool. It is what it is. Like me or not, it's not my problem. I'm here to speak truths. But that being said, guys, look, I'm gonna be very frank in this one, and I like to keep it real. I think by now you guys should know it already, even though we haven't met. You can hear by a man's speech, you can kind of figure out what he is or she, if she's a woman. Guys, I believe that you have, I'm going to keep it real, good people who go to church. Listen to me very careful. You have good people who go to church who don't know better, who have been manipulated maybe. I'm not talking about those type of people. I'm talking about the institution itself, its way of thinking, and it's categorizing everybody into a box. I'm not into that. Me, I'm the type of person, I like to be open-minded. Um, um, One thing I noticed that all these religions have in common is the constant judging of people and this superiority complex, this arrogance about them. And um, for me, guys, I like to keep the things pragmatic. I like to keep the things smooth. I like to keep the things logical also. I don't go off of emotion. Sometimes emotion is good, because certain situations you do see that women are stronger than men, but in a general sense in this life it's not good to go about it everything here based on emotion. It gets you into trouble most of the times. But that being said, guys, what I've noticed, all of them say that they are the way, they have the answer. I was talking to this guy who was telling me, yeah, we have the Shabbat once a year, and that's in May. And if you do not participate, all hope for you is gone. And I was thinking, where's the love in that speech? Because what you're telling me actually is that I'm doomed. If I don't go, I never can be saved again. But didn't they say that you have to forgive people 77 times, if I'm correct, or 7 times 7, one of the two? And isn't Yeshua always love? However you want to call it, I don't care. Isn't it always love? So if it's always love, why do I always have to feel like I have to be pressured into doing something? Why can it never be? Sorry guys, why can it never be that I just can be myself? I'm not killing anyone. I'm not raping women. I'm not molesting anyone. I'm not stealing. I'm not watching porn, all those crazy stuff. So why are you telling me that if the Creator itself, who's far above the attendance of the church, says to always forgive and be open-minded, how come you feel superior to the Creator and telling me that I have to this? It seems to me like you want me to worship you then. And why do I have to go to a building? Why does the Pope need golden? Tupac, whether it was a Illuminati puppet or not, Tupac did speak fire facts. He said, "Why do the Pope need golden sealants to talk to me for? Why can he come in the hood and talk to us? Even though I don't agree with you being in the hood once you pass a certain age, but I understand what he's trying to. I understand what he's trying to say. Why does God need all these type of things, these titles or these pastors? For you to go to them to be saved." That doesn't make sense to me. And in the name of religion, a lot of people have murked each other, killed each other. And this one is superior to that one. But if you look at them, they all are in misery, guys. I just passed a group of Jehovah Witnesses. If God is prospering you so much, why are you hanging in the streets the whole day, You're living off of welfare check for years. So your God doesn't love you enough to also for you to be prosperous financially. So he cares this he thinks this low of you that you have to like beg him to take care of you. I thought that your God was working all facets of your life. You know how come some of them still watch corn? How come some of them in the churches, when you go there, they give you the crooked eye? They have hate in them, guys. I witness these things. People who call themselves your brothers and sisters with such hate, and venomous venomosity towards you, and you're telling me you're of God. So this is what doesn't make sense to me. And that's the number one thing what stood out to me. They all say they have God, but if you look at them, they're all lacking, even financially. They're living off of the government, off of other people's tax money. Even though the working system is, it's slavery at the end of the day. But that's not the discussion here. We can talk about that endlessly. I'm talking about, why are you not prospering? Most of them are sick. Most of them are always tired. Look, I'm also tired a lot because I live in a big city, and you know how it is. My neighbors make noise. Sometimes they sleep deprived. That's the other type of tiredness. I'm talking about if you say your God really works in all the ways, but it never shows, there's clearly something off about you and your God. I don't care what you say. There's something terribly off. And I'm done with these stupid games the whole time. And that's why I tell you guys, stay away from these. And can I tell you something? Do you know that religious narcissists are worse even than worldly narcissists? They are the worst because they have this sense of superiority over them, that they literally feel like they have the right to mistreat you because they have quote unquote Jesus in their life. They're worse than these worldly narcissists. I'm telling you, stay away from the religious narcissists. These are Satan themselves in human flesh. Yes, guys, that being said, be at peace. Look, there are good people there that I've met, that if you take them away from that institution, they are good people. Yeah, yes, or good bots or whatever. But I'm talking that those that go to church, these are the ones who feel that they are superior to everyone. They are arrogant. And that, guys, I don't want anywhere near me. That being said, guys, be at peace.